All right, welcome back. The show is interactive, and then the hashtag is Breakfast Daily. The WhatsApp line is 0550585832. We do want to hear from you throughout the show, wherever it is that you're watching us from. If you have any shout-outs you want to give, this is the New Year's Day holiday.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, I know, right?
We've had holidays over
We've
there.
had a lot of holidays.
Holidays, ciao. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, but can we give a shout out to our colleague Ogbo?
Yes.
Today is Ogbo's birthday.
Happy birthday.
Aneta.
Yes.
Aneta
So,
Ogbo Adusu.
Yes. Happy birthday,
Ogbo.
Yeah.
Champion woman. Yeah.
Look, so anyway.
Oh, why?
No,
Did you want
okay.
to add something to
No,
the birthday wish?
It's okay.
Are you sure?
It's okay.
Ogbo, have a fantastic day. Ogbo is the Ogbo of Citi.
I know, right?
She's the Ogbo. Yeah.
Yeah, so let's go also to other parts of the country.
Okay. Not on the coasts.
Not on the coast.
Inland.
Let's go inland.
Okay.
And see what it is that is happening inland as well. Our colleague Hafiz Tijani is in Kumasi. And let's find out what's going on in Kumasi. Well, we're going to go to him in just a little bit.
Yes.
But, across the country, I think that generally speaking, it's been a festive season, as far as festive seasons go. It's been quite festive. I think that events, maybe because of last year, when things dipped considerably, but
we made up
this
for
year
lost
like
time.
we've made up,
People
there's been a lot of
people chilled. But do you think people shopped the way a lot of people they ordered maybe decorations to sell and Christmas this and that and ornaments, and do you think traders or retailers really got their money's worth for the investment they made in stocking Christmas merchandise?
No, it's hard to say really, but I think that at the end of the day, what we heard before we went into Christmas proper was things were slow.
Yeah.
People were not buying as much as they would have. But for me, there's a caveat here that we have to give, because every year, Ghanaian traders typically tell us that this year is not as good
as last year.
Yeah,
we all know that 2020 was because of COVID.
Yeah, so you have to put that into context. Yeah. I would imagine that, the traffic, so I always think about why there's traffic in town.
This CBD.
Yeah. But
Crazy.
You see, again, you have to think about the fact that Accra is like a shopping hub in the west coast of Africa, right? So for Mali, for Chad, for Niger, for Sierra Leone, Liberia, Accra is a shopping hub, right? So a lot of people, not only in Ghana, but also from outside Ghana, also troop in, you see, and come and shop. So you look at all of that, and that also impacts what we experience. Yes.
Okay.
But as we said, we're going inland,
Yeah.
and we're going to talk to Hafiz Tijani, our colleague in Kumasi. Hafiz, good morning.
Good morning, David. First time speaking to you in 2022.
Yeah, I know, right? How are you doing? Happy New Year to you.
I'm well. How are you too?
Very well,
Happy
thank
New
you.
Year to
Very
you
well,
too.
thank you. Yeah. So, Hafiz, what can you report for us from Kumasi, from the Ashanti region generally? How has business been? Has it been brisk? As far as COVID protocols are concerned, what's been going on? Accra, we've had our challenges and everything else. But you don't have beaches in Kumasi, so it will be a different conversation. What has it been like for you?
So it's just the third day into the year 2022, and you can see we are in the central business district of Kumasi, Edum to be precise.
Okay.
And a lot of people are going about their normal activities. You asked of the COVID protocols. A lot of people here are not putting on the masks. 1 in 5, you see people on their masks or having their masks on them. And it's not so encouraging here within the central business district. Though we don't have beaches, but we have recreational facilities like the Ratri Park and other areas. So the COVID-19 protocols were enforced during the festivity.
Okay. And do you get a sense that what about a vaccination? Is there vaccine hesitancy? Is the uptake improving? What sort of sense do you get, in Kumasi?
So, well, at the latter part of the year, that is last year, 2021, the health officials intensified their monitoring and also their education, the need for people to go in for the vaccines. And in December, when we spoke to the health experts and also the health authorities, they were happy and said that the numbers at the various vaccination centers were encouraging, though they were not able to meet the target they set for themselves before the year ended. But they were so happy that a lot of people were now going to the vaccination centers voluntarily because first, they were still continuing with the education to get them to go to the centers. But a lot of people were reluctant in going to the centers. But getting to the latter part of the year, a lot of people heeded to the call that the festivities could lead to a spike in COVID-19 cases. So most of them were then turning up to do the vaccination. And that was encouraging, according to the health officials.
Do they think that it was only the festivities that motivated people to go get the vaccine, or that people were also now aware that it's going to be tied to a lot of other things? So for example, traveling and so on, it was going to be tied. You're going to have to show your card, show that you're vaccinated and all of that, as well as certain services and all that. So what generally is the feeling? Is it because people are more keenly aware of the possible spike, or rather it's for their own convenience as far as other facilities and accessing other amenities are concerned?
So that plus the outbreak of the new variant, the Omicron variant, health officials were also concerned about the community spread, and Ashanti region was not an exception when it came to the outbreak of Omicron or the community spread within the region. So they were so concerned about this, and they were telling people Omicron was also deadly like the Delta and other variants. So people were not realizing to go and vaccinate. And what the health authorities also did was that they partnered with the churches, they partnered with the community leaders like the assembly members, and they also deployed some of the vaccinators into the community to do the vaccination. A lot of people were a bit reluctant to go to the centers because of the long queues. So health experts also realized that and said that let's also deploy our personnel to the communities so that people who are not even able to go to the centers are served even at the comfort of their communities and their homes. So that also did the magic.
Okay, so business, generally speaking, how has it been this Christmas for people, business?
Well, varied views when you speak to people. Others will say the market has not been good as compared to the previous years. And others are also appreciating what they've got, especially for those who are in the hamper businesses who also sell food items, foodstuffs and all that. So you don't get a sense of maybe people saying the business is good or bad, but you get mixed reactions. People are talking about not getting the much expected or the expected targets they've set for themselves within the period. Others are also saying that it has been good for the festivity. But a lot of people here are also willing to speak to us to get to talk about the new year, what the Christmas has brought, and also going forward into 2022. What they expect and all that. So we want to be engaging with some of them.
Yes, let's do that.
Speak to them on what. Exactly. So we have a gentleman here. You are welcome to Citi TV.
Merry Christmas to all of you.
Thank you. How did you celebrate the Christmas and the New Year?
This Christmas was a mix of two things. But the truth of it is that this Christmas was very weird because you cannot buy one fowl for 70 Ghana cedis. It was very costly Christmas. So most of us were not able to enjoy it as we want to do.
But how did you manage?
No, sometimes you have to take it as it goes. You see now, politicians have blamed everything on COVID. But still people enjoy, and even politicians themselves are enjoying. So if it's COVID which has let everything down, then let the politicians too suffer. But rather they are still in their old mood, they are enjoying. And rather the citizens are suffering. So what it means is that our politicians are not being sincere to us. If everything is COVID, the EU levy and everything, we all understand. But the most important thing is that some people are suffering whilst others are gaining. Now look at the disparity of salaries. Teacher will teach for about 30 years, 28 years, and by the end of the retirement, he will receive a little. A teacher will go to parliament and he will receive, I don't know, you cannot even compare in percentage. What is the meaning of that? So, please, if they want things to be proper, they have to slash their salaries.
So
And also,
Hafiz,
the money that, I don't know what is the name of that money.
Hafiz.
Yes, David.
Yeah, so for
Yes,
him,
David.
the Christmas was not good? Is that what
Yes.
he's saying?
Yeah, the Christmas was not good for him because he couldn't buy fowl for 70 cedis. He thought that the cost was too high. And let me put this to him. We are in day 3 of 2022. How do you see things so far?
No, you know, one thing that I see which is very disturbing is this. They are saying that we are in our 4th wave with respect to COVID-19. But the measures, you see, our leaders are not even follow the measures. How do you want the citizens to follow the measures? If you are in our 4th wave, then a lot of people are not wearing the nose mask. You see, me, I myself, I'm not wearing the nose mask. But actually, I've gone for the vaccine, both of them, Pfizer. But some people have not even gone for theirs, and they are still not wearing the nose mask.
What do you want done?
Yeah, it should be measures. It should. Dan Paris said that he can do security issue. Then he should add COVID-19 to his Dan Parism, so that all those who are not wearing COVID-19, if Dan Paris give that ultimatum, I think people will follow. Because now, when they give ultimatum to the pastors, they follow it because all their prophecies they were not able to do as they used to do. So Dan Paris can do that with respect to nose mask wearing, social distance.
So last year, COVID crippled everything. Businesses were down and all that. This year, although we are still, COVID is still in our midst. What do you expect as a citizen?
No, I expect a lot of things from the government. You see, a good Akufo-Addo government is doing well, but his average for even we MPP level is very low. So he needs to do a lot of things. There's no way we MPP people are going to vote for NDC. But our president, our expectation level was high, but his delivery is very low. It's low because he can do better. He can do better because he appointed Sampan, he's a very good man to us. But now we have not heard anything about him. He had to give direction in Kumasi metropolis. All the places are dirty. Sampan, talk because we trust you, we can do the job. So that you have to give us your roadmap when there's going to be decongestion. So that Kumasi will be very clean again. We want our Kumasi back.
Okay, so that's one of the residents in Kumasi. He has been talking about his disappointment, how he has not been able to celebrate the Christmas and all that. Now, how about the Citi TV? So?
Pacho Major so.
And then he didn't know.
Pacho cylinder honey, my regulator. And our gas, my host, no. My man says, your phone, so I man say equipment never one. I know when I'm talking about cylinder.
Yeah, Bunya, Cosema.
Oh, by the grace of God, I'm not doing free service. We are Yakopon boy home by my finance. Yeah, Musa Yakopon near the year. Near most near my Benyato, near my Beshe, need the Obedin, if we say Yakopon over the name of Quantin and Yakopon, them a bambone, Quantin or them out of Bussian team. If it's a bunya, the Bibia, Yamadum, Sibia, Koye man.
Now, Uncle send out to me toy and a moose bag send out to me toy.
But I was hanging on there, if we say from January, Bia, March, April, July, August, sudden be a meet me at Toss Annie Money BD. Nti Christmas here, in fact, man share down to bibia ebro so an coffee because I am me turn already dada. Ebi sunu de bia akoko na me wi de bia ni adanti no. Sa Christmas here man share down to bibisa an coffee.
Ya ba afifi from wa uton ade say. E de na wo hwehwe every aban ana mpenifo amohwe so wo oman ha.
Me hwehwe bibia am free oman no ho because if you say ya tena mu dada see ya de bia eko de bia bye Bible so me ati say yeah eno me nkan de ode no tu ni paso no ode honam eye ne basa nti me de me expect free Yakobon na me expect ni me free no na aban de in fact me expect bibia am free aban wo because se me hwe bibia me tisisi a me free ba me kwan na nya kra nti no sa na man those things no de me ntimi expect more things in free aban wo de me hwe free o Yakobon na me hwe ni free
Dey ti na nye.
Oh, me kwan me so from Santase April. We do Santase station or kwan bi da April Heman Ampetia. E kwan no masa biem anope ya me ba me mpaboa. Bi se mpaboa no me wona mo nyina aye. Si am bedu ya na ma proper me ho. Enti no those things no me ntimi ka say me demand to aban so say aban be ye bibi aban bibi no pepe bi no aban betimi ayama ye. Bibi pepe bi no enti uti wana do ni atonya me so me kakra metimi aka no.
Well, for him, he has been able to buy a lot of things to celebrate this Christmas and the New Year, but he also doesn't expect much from the government because he says successive governments have not been able to help the ordinary citizens like him, but he says that he comes here at the Central Business District and sells whatever he gets is what he takes home and then take care of his family. And he has been talking about not much of an expectation, but he wants government to try as much as it can to fix his road. He spoke about the Santase April road. This road has been a major worry for people who live around those areas. And he lives in that area too. And he wants the government to actually look into that road and try and fix it for the people. He was actually complaining about what he went through coming to the workplace this morning. Want to be engaging a lot more people. So it's just a morning and people are opening their shops. You can see this shop. People are actually going through their normal activities. Madam, you are welcome to Citi TV.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
How has been the Christmas and New Year, and we're in a new year? How has it been?
I mean, everything is normal. We are back to our daily activity. Nothing new. It's just the holidays. That's all. I mean, we don't break.
Briefly tell us how you celebrated the Christmas.
Oh, I didn't really celebrate. We came throughout the Christmas. We only didn't come on the New Year, but I didn't really celebrate because we are Muslims. That's why.
Hafiz, how was
I know
business?
you sell and you are in the... And how is business too?
Business is okay. It's fine. We are yet to see how it will be, but we are hoping for the best.
Well, last year, I know you had some expectations last year. Did you meet those expectations in terms of your business?
I'm actually not the owner, so I can't really answer that for you.
But being here, how were things?
Oh, it was good. It was okay. Just that things are costly now, but we are coping.
Are buyers complaining?
Oh yeah, they are. They are. That things are costly and all that.
We are in day 3 of the new year. What do you expect?
We're expecting the best. I can't really say much. Yeah.
Okay, so she can't really say much. She's expecting the best, and she thinks that things are costly. A lot of buyers come around and they complain about what they are not able to buy because of the prices and all that. It's engaging more of the people here. So here, a lot of people sell the cylinders, gas cylinders, and other equipment. So when you come here, that is the hub. You find some of these items. Mami. Nadia Neko. Ma kwa ba di Citi TV so. Brunya is send us CD Brunya.
Sa afia to ye de ye di ne munya de market no na nye scanim enso eja nyame adom akra ye twa ye bompa ye sa afia ye simu de ye mpanimfo no wo ma ne mamra fom na sika mra wo manum na ye nto ade no so ne nso ye de be hwe ye busua ye de bia twetwa ye ma school fees ni ade na last year ne mo de pa na sika ni wonti na ade to ni wo
last year no say na nyama sitie
ama chese ne man koyi ye nto ade na to aso no mo to ade mu ta bia o mbe yi ne mafoforo bia ya to port ho mo se why den nti wo mo nhwe na wo mo nsiesie na da bia ya to ya to ne mamu no se ye te o manum ye hunu da ye de to ne mamu ne hunu de te ne ma so da bia ya to ade mu enso asika ni ho ye de to nti esa ye te wo sa ba ba bi sto ate wo sa ye nto hwe nti ye sra wo mo omo nya hye ye wa afiwe mu na nneema nti bi nko yi mai esa de ayede
na no by say I feel just the beginning but say na nyama siko
okay ye ba ye de mu aye din say na ye holiday nti no ya na holidays ya na krom ta aye din nti be fa ne sa nti bi e free chine ko no na e be hu de afi yesimu no de e be kwa kusi.
Okay, so she has been lamenting about how last year she struggled to even sell because of the skyrocketing of prices of goods and services. And she has been talking about she going to the port to bring in things and all that, and things were not so easy. But she's expecting that this year the authorities are able, or government is able to work hard to make things stable for the economy to be stabilized, so they can also do their selling here at this particular
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Hafiz. Yeah. Thank you. Well,
Hafiz Tijani.
Yes.
From Dum.
Interesting thoughts from Kumasi. I think that generally speaking, there's this despondency, about
you could see it,
things
right?
being a little slow, a little lethargic, things are expensive, and so on. So, well, I mean, I'm positive about the year, ahead, and so let's hope that things go on the up and up. Yes, but here on Breakfast Daily, we're going to take a short break. Don't go anywhere. Breakfast Daily will continue.